This is a Love Gurus podcast. We are going to take ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit and from you guys in the chat, starting right about now. Twisted Cupid, that's the new name of the podcast. I said the old name, son of a bitch. Listen to the Twisted Cupid podcast.
Joel, please write us a new song.
You're the man, Joel. We love you.
For free, because we have no money.
Yes. This is the Twisted Cupid podcast. You heard the man on the song. That wasn't me. It was in the song. At least the remix version of the song. We are going to, let's see. We're going to take ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit and from you guys in the chat. Here with me, as always, is my co-host, the one, the only, Amy Liszka. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
How's your week been going?
Good. Still pregnant.
Still pregnant. That's good. That's good. We live in a blue state, too. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's not guaranteed. It's not like he lives in Texas and is safe already.
I know.
That thinks he so much as mean mugs that ultrasound machine, and he gets the old blue state snooze.
Right now, I still have a decision to make.
That's right.
Technically.
Might give him the old Planned Parenthood finishing move. No, we're not really going to do that. We're going to take ridiculous dating questions from the wild animals on Reddit. But first, let me just say, if you're out there listening on Apple podcasts, on Spotify, SoundCloud, any of those great audio-only applications, we definitely appreciate you. But you should like and subscribe on YouTube as well, because you can give questions and comments live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Give us comments live right there in the chat. We are also going to introduce our two awesome guests tonight. First up, he is a hilarious stand-up comic. First time on the show, the one, the only, Mr. Harrison Tweed. Thank you for being on the show.
Hey, guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
This is really fun.
I can't believe this is your first time.
On this podcast? Yeah, I know.
Really? I felt like you were one of the first people when we started it.
I don't no, I never. I don't think I ever did. I didn't do this podcast. No.
I love that we're both such alcoholics and drug addicts. Well, I don't know if we've been on the show or not. It's we used to get when this had an older name called Love Gurus. We used to get fucking trashed on this show, in the zygote era of the podcast.
Well,
none of us remember it.
Since we initially met, I've gained like 25 pounds just off booze. So I feel like I needed to prepare. I've just been waiting 6 years to get into the vibe. Yeah.
I mean, I gained 25, then gained 25 more, then lost 25. So it's just nice. I've been like an accordion since.
You just lost 25. We just say lost 25 in this house.
That's right. We only count the minuses.
I weigh 6 pounds less than the official Donald Trump weight. Remember when they weighed him? It was like 215. And
that's awesome.
Like, there's zero chance this
Donald
big
Trump
fat
weighed
6'6" guy.
According to his doctor. Yeah.
That is such a lie.
And he's 6'3", too. He's 6'3". There's no way he's 250 pounds.
He's a beast.
I'm only a few pounds shy of 215. I don't brag about my physique often on this show, but I could totally outfuck Donald Trump. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean, if we made the same amount of money. Right. But anyway,
wait. Do you have any shows coming up? Anything you want to plug? Also, give me social media handles.
We have a bi-weekly show. We have a great lineup, and it's January 14th, 7 p.m. at St. Mark's Comedy Club in the East Village. We got Shalewa Sharp. She's from Two Dope Queens. Django Gold, who just released a comedy special that just got written up by Variety, and Andre Thompson, who's been on the Tonight Show. Nice. And it's just a great show. It's so go to my Instagram. It's at Tweedy Jokes. You can also just search Harrison Tweed. You'll find me. You can get tickets through there.
Yes.
Voice.
Yes. Yeah. Follow him online. Go see him live at the bi-weekly show. And check out our second guest as well, man. Another first-time guest of the podcast. Another hilarious stand-up comic. The one, the only, Slim. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, y'all.
Absolutely. Tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at Slim on Stage on Instagram.
Slim on Stage.
I host a mic every Tuesday in East Harlem, uptown, called Tuesdays at Teddy's. It's Teddy's F&B. And
nice
see
bar,
me when
prices.
You see me. I'll be all around town, see when you see me on stage.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And thank you. Oh, we have Sangria the dog.
When I did this, I thought she would just get on my knee, but she was like, "No, I'll just come on."
Slim, I thought you had a tail.
Could I plug one more thing? I'm so sorry, I forgot to plug it.
Plug away, dude.
I have an album I released earlier this year.
Oh, nice.
And I'd love for y'all to listen. It's called "Broken from the Day." That's also just on my Instagram.
Broken from the Day, you say?
Wait, you did how long is it? Is it an hour?
It's
you did an hour?
42. It might be 45 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
recorded at Good Nights in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Oh, there we go.
I'm very proud of it. You probably saw like the earliest. Y'all both just saw like the earliest incarnations of like a lot of the jokes. Cause
back when it sucked ass. But it's good now, dude.
It was terrible when I recorded it 6 years ago.
Yeah. He brought a bunch of rough and he fucking whittled it down to the diamond. So you got to go check it out. You got to go check out the end product.
Yeah, you probably remember Cocaine Off a Baby in the like very. I don't know if you remember.
Shit, we did Cocaine Off a Baby together. Are you fucking kidding me? We did baby bumps. Baby bumps. Those lovely baby bumps.
That joke was birthed out of your vibe you said at that open mic. I have a joke where I do Cocaine Off a Baby and it's all Vevera. That's all Vevera.
Now I have a baby and I barely ever do coke anymore. I'm fucking lame, dude.
Live my bit, bro. We can do a drunk history reenactment thing,
That's
but
right.
it's just my jokes and
That's
no one
right.
watches it.
We just have to lie to my wife and say that we're not doing cocaine off of babies. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's,
baking powder.
yeah.
It's really good in your nostrils.
But we're only doing cocaine off the babies, nothing else. It's not an Epstein Island situation, nor are we drinking the blood. It's not a Hillary Clinton's basement situation. It's none of that. Dude.
I love that
it's
Stephen
just drugs off a baby.
I love that Stephen Hawking was on that list. What is this guy doing? This robo raping. I don't know.
It turns out, once he gets on Epstein Island, he just stands up and walks up like Kevin Spacey in Usual Suspects. He's like, I'm at the island now. It's time for me to have some fun. They'd never suspect me. Not when I have this face on.
It would take a genius. Evil mastermind.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids and that dog in the van. God damn it. If you're watching on YouTube, give us some comments, man. Shout out to Matt on YouTube. He says, Slim, do you have a tale to tell? Iceberg Slim is my favorite author. Tell your tale.
What tale do you want me to tell?
What's pimping like? That's what we're talking.
Censored? What is this?
So.
Not censored at all, man.
He just assumes all Slims are pimps.
No,
with like
we
an
just talked
amazing
about doing drugs
autobiography.
off of a baby. We can't.
Yeah.
Well, Wayne's here. So, sorry.
Wayne?
On YouTube says, "Hey all."
I totally messed up your tale. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah.
I forgot. Went to college for broadcasting.
Oh, nice.
And then the recession happened. So I ended up having to find, and there was a job.
Oh my god.
crisis.
Oh my god. Are you telling me that you're very young? Like, how old are you?
That was like 2004.
So, and you just got done with college?
No, I never finished.
Oh.
I ended up doing porn to stay in college.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Whoa, that's
And
awesome.
I realized it made more money, so I was like, why the fuck go back
Right.
to college?
But you don't have to take out $100,000 in student loans just to fuck a lady on camera.
Yeah. Or guys. But,
I'm really regretting my job at Walmart right now in college. I worked at the deli at Walmart.
But then oddly enough, I found comedy more enjoying.
Nice. Better than porn.
Less to
Yeah.
clean up.
That's right. Slim's
Right.
comedy is
Right.
better than doing porn.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And that's mostly because
the
I
plug.
talk about it so much. So I live vicariously through myself.
Oh man, you can't do porn and not talk about it on stage. For sure, man. Like, that's awesome. That's good stuff, man. I tried to do porn, but I showed up all tubby, kind of looking like a balding Steve Buscemi, with my underwhelming manhood in between my thumb and index finger, and I was like, "Who's gonna pay for this?" And
Hey,
no bidders, no
There's
bidders.
a niche for that.
Yeah.
If what's his name with his dick sewed back on? What is his name?
Oh,
John Bobbitt.
Yeah, John Bobbitt.
Yeah, he made a lot of money with his sewed back on.
Frankenweenie. That was the name of that porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he did make a porn.
Yeah.
So
they
did...
made
Wait,
a
he's
lot
still
of
got
money.
blood flow to that shit?
Yeah, They attached it. They threw it in a snow cone thing or something. Whoever found it, and then fucking took it to the hospital. They reattached it, and then he ended up doing porn. That's a real started from the bottom. Now we hear kind of situation.
Wrong. If I am wrong, I think it was like wintertime, and when she threw it, it was in the snow also.
Yeah.
Reserve.
Embankment.
That's a nice
That's right.
lady. That's
Yeah.
a good woman. Yeah.
It's
You can shop and take out, but like put it in the freezer so it doesn't spoil.
Oh, yeah.
And then
That's
I
a
don't-
good wife.
If she really wanted to be a cunt, she would have waited till spring.
Right.
I
He'd
could
have
be
been
very
dead.
wong with that fact. I
Yeah.
as a
think
fifth
that's
grader,
true.
I have this like image of that
As a
happening.
fifth grader.
Oh yeah, I was a
older.
fifth grader at the time. That's all we could talk about for like 6 months. You remember we heard about the guy that got his wiener cut off? You know, like it was
The
a whole
crazy thing is,
yeah.
I don't know if there's shrinkage because of the surgery, but it wasn't that big when I saw it
Well,
in the porn.
You're
Right,
not
and
watching
that's-
for the girth.
So I don't know how to. I don't know how the hell she chopped it off. That's
Yeah.
all I'm asking. It's like,
Well, that's the thing. That must annoy the hardworking porn stars like yourself, like of the time, who work their way up doing porn, and then
Right.
they watch this guy who just comes along and now he's headlining porns just because he's a celebrity from other places.
It's
you know,
like-
whether it's music, whether it's acting, whether it's getting your dick cut off. You know what I mean? Either way, he's a celebrity from somewhere else.
And
And now
at
he's
one
headlining.
point, he had no dick.
What?
So
Yes.
like, and now he's,
Right.
and now he's like re-dicked.
Now he's
and now he's
yeah, and
like-
they keep having to call cut because he's losing his erection because not only did he just have it sewn back on 2 months ago, but he's getting stage fright because he's never done porn before, and so the porn
yeah.
veterans are just sitting
You're
there going,
not
I
a-
should be headlining this porn. Look at this fucking thing. This could cut diamonds right now.
All I can
This
say
fucking
is
guy
if I
shouldn't be
lose
headlining.
any appendage and I'm not, and it gets sewn back on and it's fine, and then I'm not headlining at the Comedy Cellar, I'll be
Right.
fucking pissed, okay?
Right, but I'm just saying the other porn stars probably looked at him that like stand-up comics who's been doing it for like 10, 20 years. Look at like actors who start fucking doing stand-up. You're like, wait, you shouldn't be headlining all these fucking plays. You're not even good at it. You know what I mean?
Netflix. What?
Do the other porn guys who are watching John Bobbitt do it? He's like, oh, he's not even thrusting right, this fucking hack. Look at him. He sucks, dude. He should not be doing this porn
I'll
right
tell
now.
you though, the best porn in the world is those
Yeah.
cheesy, fucked up parody porns.
Oh, those are
Like,
hilarious. I had a
Fucking-
Seinfeld one back in the day.
Yeah, there was a Roseanne.
Those are
there was
great. Yeah.
Pirates of the
I see
Caribbean.
the Karate Kid
just-
one.
Yeah.
One day I hope there'll be a
Sweep the
Twisted
dick.
Cupid parody porn.
That's right.
That would be great.
That's right. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
easy to do. That's
Uh-huh.
just
For that niche
Three
market we
guys
were
and a
talking
pregnant
about.
girl. Is just like,
But
Okay.
enough about our OnlyFans. Let's take our first question from the wild animals on Reddit. People, if you've got questions to write in, write them to twistedcupidpodcast@gmail.com. Or even better, write them live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. For right now, we're going to take our first one from the wild animals on Reddit.
All right. Am I wrong for kissing my friend at midnight on New Year's when our boyfriends were not there?
Now, this is how a porn starts.
Wait, like it's two women kissing?
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Stop. Okay. We
Yeah.
didn't even hear.
Bible says that's cool, dude.
Yeah. I don't know what state you're calling in from. But we kill babies up here and women kiss women, all right? That's fine.
come on.
Even Jerry Falwell Sr. don't mind this shit. You know?
Right, exactly.
You're
Yeah,
wrong.
that's-
They're wrong for them not being there to watch.
Right?
I will
Yeah.
say this
They
one's
could get
a little
bonus
vanilla.
points if they waited for the
okay?
boyfriends.
Yeah,
for
that
sure.
felt a little
Yeah.
vanilla.
This one's a little. Well, it's not. I haven't even read the
Wait,
question
did they make
yet.
out?
Let me read the question.
Oh, I thought the girl
Oh, I
was
thought that was the vanilla one.
Oh, I think that one's vanilla. I want anal on midnight. All right.
I would hate getting into an argument with you. You're like, "Are we done yet?" And I'm like, "I haven't even started."
Sorry, I thought that was.
All right. I'm a 24-year-old female, and I love my boyfriend who's a 24-year-old male very much. We are monogamous. He is straight, and I'm a bisexual. I went to New Year's Eve party last night, and he couldn't join me because he wanted to spend New Year's with his family and come to the party after midnight. My best friend, who's a 24-year-old female, is also bisexual, and as well, her boyfriend couldn't make it to the party either. As midnight was approaching, people started pairing up to kiss at midnight, and my friend said, "You can be my New Year's kiss since our boyfriends aren't here." I literally thought nothing of it. So at midnight, we gave each other a meaningless peck.
Fuck yeah,
completely
dude.
non-sexual or interesting in any way. My boyfriend is pretty upset about it. It makes him very uncomfortable. This is my best friend of 10 years. Regardless of our sexuality, our relationship has always been non-sexual or romantic. We would never, nothing even ever happened between us, and we are very established with that. We are platonic friends. If I ever said to her, I don't know if he'd be okay with this, she would have just laughed at me and said that I was being ridiculous. Anyways, I don't want to be insensitive to his feelings, but regardless, am I wrong for thinking that this whole thing was no big deal?
Okay, I got a chub and then quickly lost the chub.
Yeah, right. This dude is such
Nobody
a chub
cares
killer.
about you.
Right. I'm not saying
Yeah.
this man is gay, but wanting to spend your New Year's with your family isn't straight.
Right.
There's some some
getting
asexuality.
Son of a Republican senator trying to stay in daddy's will kind of situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What if like he was like this was their last New Year's and he wanted to spend it with his family?
I
the
think
last
there's
one ever.
Yeah, like what if he's dying or something?
Oh well, that would be a really okay. He's allowed to be upset about something if it's like a dying father situation. I just thought it was like it's like I always spend.
I
it
mean,
with my
I don't
dad.
know.
I just felt like family was in air quotes. It's
Yes.
like my second family.
Well, he was gonna come by, but the thing is,
There
he was
By
gonna
family,
come
I
by
mean some dude I
after
call
midnight.
fam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that I think the boyfriend's being ridiculous, and
Yeah.
I think that it seems like so. I don't know. It just seems so
But, okay.
non-sexual.
Think this, okay?
Yeah.
If it was your girlfriend
Yeah.
and you guys were completely together and she pecked another dude who was always her best friend, you knew it was non-sexual, it was just whatever.
Like
would you
in
be
front of
pissed?
me.
off with his head.
No, if you weren't
Totally
there.
different.
If they just
Yeah,
chose to be each other's
I'd
New
be
Year's
fine
kiss.
with that.
What?
No, I'd be the
I
opposite.
think I'd be.
Oh no, I'd be pissed
I'd
if it was
be
a
like
dude.
If she was drunk and kissed some random fucking dude at a bar, whatever.
No, okay,
But
say
if it
it's the
was
same
a
thing.
friend for 10 years.
I think I'd-
there's a lot
well,
of
get the mic a
emotional. There's a lot of emotional
Yeah.
attachment
Right.
before the kiss.
Uh-huh. I
And
think if
now
it was
there's
like
another
my-
door open.
And
I
even
think
if there
if-
wasn't before, there definitely is now.
If it's like
No,
a
but if it's
long-term
the same
friend
situation,
of mine, it might
same
be
situation, been friends for 10 years, never anything sexual,
Yeah.
just a meaningless kiss because his girlfriend wasn't there.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys would all be a little like more like ugh, like upset about that.
I definitely would. I felt like it's more because
No,
there's more
I
of an
think I'd be fine
emotional
with that.
attachment to it. The backstory has more of an emotional attachment to it, to where you don't know
See,
where
I
that
just
goes.
this
Maybe
is my
they
thing.
like the kiss.
I think
The
because
second
all you
kiss
guys
is
are
Right.
dudes
Yeah.
and these are two girls, you're giving this whole thing a pass.
No, I'm giving.
That's 100% why I'm giving you a pass.
Wait. No,
That's
I'm also.
100%.
Well, first of all, I'm definitely giving a harder pass to the two girls, but also because I don't. Okay, if they're friends for 10 years and they give each other a peck, I'm sensing if they've known each other for 10 years, really close friends.
They've done
that
it
they don't-
before.
Yeah, well, but that we don't know. So is it like they've
Probably
done it?
not. I don't think they have because I think she would have said that.
I would say I'm in a not standard issue relationship right now, and I personally wouldn't be offended by that
Sure.
or hurt by that.
What's with a German Shepherd? You know what I mean? Like that's it's weird.
German
Yeah.
But I think, God, I guess I just, I wouldn't care either gender. I think. I don't
Really?
think I would care.
Wow.
Well, you know what I would be more concerned with if she kissed someone that was my friend for 10 years at midnight without, like with me.
Yeah.
That would be
Then,
even worse.
then it'd be
Sure.
like, wait, what's going on here? Because then there's not.
Yeah.
But if they're 10 years, then I'm not seeing that as a threat.
I mean, I hate to sound like a dude from the 40s, but like this 100% matters what
Oh.
gender the person
Oh,
is. Yeah,
here's
yeah.
a-
I mean,
here's
this
another-
makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Here's
Doesn't make
another
a huge
thing.
difference.
If they are kissing and then it's like they do a peck and she moves away and then the other person like wants more out of it, then I might be like, well, like, when you're in a monogamous relationship, I'd be like, well, why is that person feeling like this is a hookup rather than a peck at midnight? Because then it would be dangerous, whatever.
Well, see,
Air
I
quotes.
feel like just like air quote family, it's like
Yeah.
air quote peck. It's
Yeah,
like you're
that's what I
telling
was
me
saying.
peck.
He wasn't there to see it.
It's
Like,
like-
what kind of peck was this?
Right, he's filling in the blanks with full on
Yeah.
like slow jazz in the background. It's like it's like one of those softcore Cinemax movies late at night. Yeah.
I just would love
There's
to
a
What
slow
lips?
peck.
What lips did you kiss? Just-
This is what I would love to see. Just
Melissa
him getting
Etheridge
to
is
the
playing in
party,
the background.
and then him asking all of his drunk friends, "Okay, all right, what kind of kiss was it? Was it like, or was
Right.
it like, or
Yeah.
was like how many seconds was it?" And like no one is like, he's just the nerdiest guy being like, "Okay, did you see my girlfriend kiss the other girl? And I need to know this, or we're breaking up tonight."
He's doing lame dude detective work. he's like a really square Sherlock Holmes.
And all the
It's like
people
a-
at the party are like, dude, they totally hooked up.
It's like a half. It's like a
I'm
half.
not telling them.
If she didn't bang that lady, she should. You
right.
suck, dude, with all your questions. But I would say I'm kind of confused about why he wasn't with her. You said he was with family. Did they give a lot of detail on that?
It says he wanted to spend New Year's Eve with his family and come to the party after midnight. That's all it says.
And is it?
Wanted to.
Is it not a weird coincidence that her boyfriend is also gone?
The friend's boyfriend.
I think
twist.
that could be. Yeah, it's the family.
Oh, those guys are
Well, the
fucking.
other one
Those guys,
said
yeah,
I think
the
those
other
guys are
one
fucking-
couldn't
yeah.
make it to the party, period.
Ah.
So the other one just couldn't make it to the party. The other one's showing up late.
Okay. Okay. But no reason given for the other one, huh?
I like your evaluation. This
thickens.
is vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
vanilla.
then I watch too many soap operas, so now I just turn into one of those characters,
I mean,
and I'm like,
it's
what the-
also like-
why the fuck I can't go to your family's house? Why you can't? We go to the fucking party together afterwards.
I mean,
Yeah.
Why
whole
isn't she
thing-
That's
invited?
a damn good point. That's a damn good point. If I was going to see my family,
Why
and,
am I
I'm
not-
married
what-
now?
yeah.
But I would bring if I was still dating my wife, like I would bring her with, and then we go to the party afterwards.
Could I get
Right.
another
Yeah.
shot?
Oh yeah.
okay?
Grab as many hard seltzers as you want. Like
But
keep
the whole
going.
thing too, my final advice about this is like they're both 24. She needs to break
yeah.
up with him. And like honestly, if they were like 42 or like 55, I maybe older, I might be like this might be more of an issue.
Right.
But like if you're actually giving a peck to my husband and blah 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 blah, but like you guys are dating, I don't know, get
Yeah.
your if you're bisexual and he's uncomfortable with you being bisexual and he doesn't trust you, just I don't know, find someone else that's cool with
right.
it. Like it seems like he has a little issue. Just I don't know. At 24, I feel like people are expendable. Just break up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
Like,
relationships
you know-
aren't going. They're just not built to last unless they are really built to last.
Yeah.
Like I know, like high school sweethearts, but they're like always off and on. It's
Sure.
not
Yeah.
like
Right.
Yeah.
married out the gate.
Right.
And I think that can work. But like, it's like I don't know. They also like. I think this is a red flag that this guy's freaking out about this. Dump his ass. What-
Yeah, that to me is the biggest concern. I think is this guy just being lame for
yeah,
sure.
they're so young. Like,
Yeah.
come
Yeah,
on.
well, that's another thing too. At 24, he should be like, "Oh, cool, bring her
Right.
in the."
Right.
You know, this is his moment for a threesome or
Right.
something. But he's like,
Exactly.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
This is. But let's do final advice. But first, I got some comments I'm behind on. Joanna YouTube says he sounds lame. Joanna YouTube says it was a guy. Read between the lines. He says girls kissing is so 90s. Never happened.
What?
It was a guy. A guy who.
I could see
It
that
was
happening.
a guy who finished.
Listen,
What?
I know many girls that will lie for their girlfriends.
Right.
I
Sure.
could totally see her pecking another guy, and she'd be like, "No, it was me."
But then wouldn't you? But then wouldn't you just say you didn't kiss anybody? I mean, why did he even?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
yeah.
Why would you do that?
Dude.
But you know, people
Yeah.
people say stupid stuff when they're lying.
No, I mean,
I feel like they shouldn't even have found out. It was just a kiss.
Right.
How drunk were they?
Yeah.
You know, like,
they snitched on themselves.
yeah.
These two
you
are dummies.
You wasted a
Yeah.
good sit down.
Right.
You save that sit down for when you actually
That's a
penetration.
good point.
You know, wait
100%.
for penetration.
100%. Unless you're trying to get some swinger shit going. No reason to mention it. Because listen, by mentioning it to your boyfriend, one of two things is going to happen. He's either going to A, go all
care.
Westboro Baptist Church like he's doing now.
Yeah.
Or B, he's
Not
going to be
different.
like, oh, let's get a three-way going, which you clearly don't want to
Right.
do. Otherwise, you would have mentioned something about, being attracted to your friend, but she's specifically attracted to her friend. So I'm like, he's probably going to do one of the two extremes. Maybe he'll just shrug it off and be like, meh. But even if he goes, meh, that's the best case scenario is him not giving a shit.
Right.
No, that's not worth the gamble. It's not worth the gamble. She gambled when she had nothing to win and everything to lose in one of two directions, I
Right.
think. But anybody got final advice for this young lady?
I would just either dump him if there's other reasons to dump him, or just be like, hey, like just bring it up like this.
I
Like
just
don't-
dump them for this reason. Why does there have to be other reasons?
I wish more women said this to me when I would, like get jealous and like when I was younger and stuff. Just be like, hey, I just like, I like you a lot, or I don't know if they say love in their relationship, but like when you got mad at me, like it made you seem like a total pussy. Like, I just like, a woman calling you a pussy for getting jealous would be like, oh man, am I coming off like a bitch? Like, yeah.
I must break up with you for your pussy bitch assness.
Yeah.
And then you leave. That's the dude. That is to a 24-year-old dude.
Oh, man, it would ruin. He would lift weights immediately. He would get so jacked and sad.
It would be crazy.
Yeah.
Any other final advice?
No.
All right, so I'll give some
Eat
final
out
advice.
more often.
I would have more illicit questions to come in with.
Yeah.
That's what my advice to her.
Yeah, my final advice for sure is to probably break up with this guy, because here's the thing: like, you have to be, if you're a dude, you have to be real homophobic to be mad about two women kissing. Like,
Right,
what
right.
the fuck, man?
Right,
like,
right,
this
right.
is because.
Or your
Yeah,
dick
like,
is
this is-
as small as a clit or something. I
Right?
don't
Yeah,
know.
you're getting dick envy of a clitoris. Come on, dude.
clit
You know,
envy.
you shouldn't be. Yeah, this shouldn't matter. I mean,
Although,
yeah,
they do got strap-ons way bigger than
Right,
That's
right.
true.
conceivable dicks. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
that's true. But you ever fuck one of those
Yeah,
those
those
socket
things
pussies?
don't-
It's not the same.
those
You know
don't
what I
think-
mean? It's not the same.
Hey,
You don't get that hot, creamy load at the end, and that's what every woman really
Right.
wants is the load.
Right,
After I don't want to fuck,
right,
I
right.
want the load.
Now this is going to sound very mansplaining, since I've neither had a dildo nor a dick in me. But I will say I have had my dick inside an actual vagina and a fake one, and believe me, I can tell the difference. I would pay way more for the real one, way more. I'll tell you that right now. But yeah, so I think it's one of those things where there's no way that this guy is going to be cool, because it. Like, if especially if we were first dating, me and my wife, but even now, like, if at any point through our relationship, if my wife was like, I kissed another dude, I'd be like, what the fuck? You know, that's no, I'm out. You know, whereas if she was like, hey, I kissed another woman, I'd be like, what the fuck? That's the hottest thing you've ever said to me. Will you say it again? While I play slow jazz in the background. That's hot as fuck. You know, so like the fact that this guy's like shitty about it is just disgusting. You have a dud. He's probably a lame fuck as well.
I'm just mad that we spent too much time on this question. Now, like, I was
What's her
kind of like,
name?
she doesn't give it. She's a 24-year-old female.
Yeah, they usually don't give the names on here.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever
good
do.
reason.
Unless,
Yeah. I mean, I would not be proud to be asking any of the questions we've ever heard them ask on this show.
Well, fucking boring.
It's never been like, hey, I'm crushing.
We're commenting more on how boring this is than how interesting it is. Let's get a hot one.
Yes. Let's take our next question, our next hot question from the wild animals on Reddit. If you guys got questions to write in, write them to loveguruspodcast@yahoo.com, or even better, ask live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube. Give us your comments, give us your questions in the chat. We're going to take our next one from the wild animals on Reddit.
Okay, am I wrong for not trusting my girlfriend and wanting to break up? Hello, everyone. I need some insight. So my girlfriend has been pushing me to move in with her for the past few months. I have previously lived with someone else, but she has never. And she has never had a long-term relationship other than a half a year in high school. Regardless of that, I love her, and she wanted to move in and was in the process of bringing things to her apartment. Sorry, I'm like wheezing and I feel so like, I'm like, and I can't stop. So I feel like through the microphone it is so loud, and I'm like, oh God, I don't know.
You got this, right to left, up and down. Or wait, no,
Okay.
left to right, up and down. Look at these. I'm giving you dyslexic reading advice.
She has always told me that I can go through her phone if she has nothing to hide from me, and I've always taken her at face value. The last relationship was ended due to lying and having sex with my friend and her getting pregnant and lying until they went through her phone and
Jesus.
found out the truth.
Whoa.
So that has always been in the back of my head in this relationship. Anyways, I looked through her phone one night and I find that all her male friends are guys and were previously swiping
Isn't
on
that
her
how it
Snapchat
works?
stories.
Who has male
Not in
friends?
2023.
Right.
All of her male friends are guys who were previously snapping on her Snapchat stories of her body progress while working out. Literally just ass pictures, laughing my ass off. And one sending her money for drinks and saying, "I let you ruin me," laugh out loud. I had a real problem with that and think that it is disrespectful to entertain those people and comment still, even if the comments are like, "Aw, thank you." We have been dating for 2 years and I haven't met really any of her male friends. A part of me is unsure if she just doesn't know that that's not okay, but she's never had a long-term relationship, or if she just doesn't see it for what it is. She she's shelving those guys for an ego boost. But the big problem here was when I went into her messages, I found 40 plus full sex tapes of her and her friend's boyfriend in the messages from years ago.
But that's too many sex tapes.
In the video, she was laughing and joking about him cheating on her friend and getting caught. Now, I know that we were not together during this time and didn't know each other, but the fact is that it exists. And was on her phone and nothing to hide or make. It makes me so angry in considering my previous trust issues. I've been working through... Whew, sorry. Wait, hold on. It gets really good right now.
It's a lot of meat.
Sorry. No. It gets really good right now. I confronted her about it, and the worst part, truthfully, was when she was having sex. When we have sex, she is lazy. She doesn't even want to do so much as ride me.
I was only going to suggest this might be the case.
She is a complete pillow princess, and in the video, she was pulling out all the stops and hammered. When I was confronting her about it, her immediate response was...
Never sleep with sober women.
Her immediate response was, I didn't think you'd actually go through my phone. She then said that, I don't know what you can say to that without outcome being poor. I guess I'm at the loss and I don't know what to do. She's gone through years of therapy since... she's gone through years of therapy since this, but I cannot unsee what I saw, nor can I feel good about the sex we've been having, considering she tried harder, even though she was cheating. I don't know. Any advice or even a damn just that sucks. I appreciate it.
Well, she knew she was on camera. You know what I mean?
Well,
I do better at stand-up when I know the set's being taped. I'll say that. I don't,
Yeah. When you go...
Are you different when you're on camera having sex?
Oh, yeah, dude. You're the guy to ask.
Yeah.
You're the expert here.
Well, I mean, I'm getting paid. So, of
Oh,
course.
that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Are you different when you're getting paid on stage?
Yeah.
You're all out.
Uh-huh.
You're fucking Jerry
NBA
Lewis.
prepared.
NBA
You're
players play
pantomiming.
harder before they get the max deal.
Yeah.
Then they get the max
Yeah.
deal, and then they go lazy.
Yeah, I fuck like I'm a free agent when that camera's rolling. I'll tell you that right now.
Now I fuck like Zion Williamson. I'm just like
Joanne just
eating,
said-
eating churros. And
Yeah, when the camera's off, I fuck like Michael Jordan when he played for the Wizards. I don't give a shit.
And
I'm
it-
barely moving. I'm
and
on
it
the
said she
elbows
was
like
one
it's crazy.
And it said she was
Yeah.
hammered, too, right?
Oh,
It
yeah.
said she was
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
hammered.
he was mad because she was pulling out all the stops, plus she was hammered at the time.
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
is just a pillow princess with him.
Drunk women know how to fuck. My uncle Gary told me that. He's in jail now,
And-
but he made points.
He said it pretty weird. I had to read it a couple times, but she was actually having sex with someone who was cheating on
Yeah.
someone else.
Which was
Yeah,
crazy
so
because
they were
I thought
laughing
at
about it.
first
That's
when
a
you said
hardcore move
that
from the guy she's fucking.
it is, man, because I figured like the friend was involved somehow. You know what I mean? Like she was in the videos or at least holding the camera, Bubba the Love Sponge style or whatever. Like I didn't,
Right.
but apparently no, he was cheating on her a lot.
How old is this person? Do we know?
No, they never say.
I'd love to have a coffee table book about old country sayings, like old country colloquialisms or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
And this one of those comes to that old country saying that if you look for something, you'll find it.
Yeah,
He
100%.
looked through her phone
Yeah.
and found something from before they were together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're judging her for now.
And
you know
she's
what I
been
mean?
through a lot of therapy since then. That was like
I don't know why. Oh,
Yeah, she went
Yeah.
through a lot of therapy to.
Okay.
Because it's one thing to fuck your friend's boyfriend. It's another thing to make a video and make her feel like shit
40
about it,
videos.
you know, like
That's crazy.
40
40?
plus.
40 plus.
40 plus videos.
Yeah.
See,
Who films
many
himself
films
committing the
did you
crime?
make?
That's crazy.
not 40.
Yeah, dude. If you make more,
Between 20 and 40. I would
See,
say.
see,
and her shit's all pro bono. So
Yeah.
it's not.
But it's
Uh-huh.
a different. It's a different story when you're like. That's
Yeah,
like
sex
nowadays
tapes are fun. I'm not
OnlyFans.
judging
You
sex.
pull out
I
your
have
camera
a ton
phone.
of sex tapes and dick pics out there for sure. But
Sure.
I will say, I think the thing that I find not troubling, but like, you don't want to move in with her if you're like having issues in the relationship. Not just the trust issue, but it just sounds like the sex life is kind of like. How long have they been together? Did they say?
They did. Hold on.
Does he mean like she's been boring in bed? Like
I think.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
even though the way he puts it, I think it's
He's
he's boring. I think
That could be
he's
it.
boring.
I think he's
and
being
that
picked
she's
as a
just
boring.
like, just put it in and hurry up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not like
he might be her
Just finish
steady.
fucking-
that
Just like go
other
to sleep.
guy.
He
That
might-
other guy probably like spits on her face
Yeah,
and it's like
right.
calls her a cunt and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she
yeah.
likes that. You know,
He
when
talks
she's-
dirty.
when
He knows
she's
he's filming it.
when she's hammered. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, right.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm not like
You're a drunken trollop. He
I-
uses old school country sayings too. You know.
I don't think it's like a bad. I think the issue is like it seems like he might be a transitional phase for her in the sense that he's like probably like a safer bet. Like
Yeah.
that's why she's. I mean, clearly she wants cheaper rent. I mean, like that's kind of like. And if y'all live in New York or L.A. or Chicago or something, I get it.
Yeah.
Just do a soft breakup, as the children
See,
say.
this is the thing that bugged me from the very beginning that I don't think you guys even noticed.
Yeah.
How he kind of just like I see him just controlling. He was like, she's never been in a long-term relationship, so I don't know if she knows how to act in a long-term relationship. And I hate that. It's like,
Yeah, it's a
okay, but she
judgment.
knows how to treat people, you know?
Right,
She's like,
right.
It's like, but so I've
Yeah.
heard that many times where it's like, well, this is your first relationship. I've had many relationships
Right,
that have
right.
been long term, so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Sometimes I think people
I've
that are-
lived with people before, so I know how to treat people. when
Sometimes
they live
there
in-
is some truth to that if she was doing something in their relationship that wasn't normal, but this was before they ever met, so that shit doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Also-
If she was acting inappropriate with dudes now, that would be a situation where he might be justified being like, "Well, I have been
but-
in long-term relationships before, and that's not how people treat each other." But she's not treating him bad. This is all before they met. This is all before they met.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, is that I just hate how he's just describing her like, oh, but
yeah.
she's
She
new
sounds like-
to the game, so
She
why
sounds
would she?
dope. Also,
She
Yeah,
sounds
yeah,
awesome.
That's great.
kinda
She's
fun.
like
This guy sounds like a real fucking stick in the mud.
fun in bed.
Harris like, hey, just call me,
Dude,
Well, another thing that I find is like what Amy was saying with the the judgment over you've never been. It's like some people are like serial monogamous, and it's like I don't think they are good at being in relationships too because
No.
like
They can't keep them.
but this is a personal choice. I've just never found it like interesting
Yeah.
or like a good way of living for myself personally to be in relationships unless I like can see a future
I hear ya.
where I'm like. And you fuck up all the time because like that's the whole point is like figuring out who you are and you figure each other out as a couple. It's just like this guy seems like he's a serial monogamous, and this girl that's like probably new to him. She seems like a little more eccentric in a
Yeah.
fun way.
she
Than,
just seems younger.
And
Like,
see-
it-
yeah, they just seem young.
I'm a serial monogamous. I only fuck boxes of Lucky Charms. You know what I mean? a lot of those other cereals, they like to kind of flake off, and they're painful sometimes.
Yeah, but like for instance, like I've been hooking up with this dude for 10 years.
Yeah.
And like often, we've been hooking up for 10 years. And it's just this past couple of months, I would say,
Right.
or the past year, probably started since the pandemic and everybody was alone.
Right,
And we're like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
need somebody.
Aw.
But we really just started to slowly realize that, yeah, we kind of like are in a relationship. We're
Yeah.
kind of like doing this.
nice.
We hang out.
Right.
We're not monogamous.
Right.
But
Yeah.
You're common law
we
monogamous.
prefer each other's company.
Right,
You know?
uh-huh.
And so
See, that's beautiful.
How
one
do you
night,
introduce yourselves to people?
oh, my friend.
Okay.
My
Okay.
good
he's
friend?
My friend. My friend, I'm from the South. We could be married for 15 years. You still go by family's house and be like, that's his friend. That's his friend. They got a one-bedroom apartment, but that's his friend.
Him and his friend adopted a small baby from China. They all live together.
But
in a
last
cul-de-sac.
time we linked up, I asked when they were leaving. When he was leaving, I was like, "Hey, you ever want to spend the night?"
Yeah.
And he gave me a look like,
We don't do that kind of thing.
"Yeah," like not like we don't do that, but he was like, "You've never asked me that."
Really?
And I was
Like,
like, "Well,
we're going to the next level.
yeah." After 10 years,
That's
10 years,
cute as shit.
that's
though.
how it lasts. Yeah.
I like that. I feel like that's like if y'all like somewhere down the line are like, what, I want to spend my life with you. Then like it'll be like you guys have like a great history. You've seen each other through. You've been honest about like all this shit, or like boundary. You have like set boundaries, but
Right.
like
Yeah.
a respect. Like I was like, that's a good way to. I don't know. I feel like people setting expectations for the people they start dating is like very. It's like, how could they match them? You have no idea what their whole history is like.
It reminds me of watching House Hunters. They go find this couple goes to look for this house, and the first everything that comes out of their mouth is like, "Oh, well, we want to create memories and we want to have family." You're like, "Fuck, get the kids first." Like, fuck, what if the kids grows up and wants to be a roller skater or whatever?
Yeah.
You live by the fucking lake, like you.
I hate the show House Hunters because I'm on such a budget in a city that's so expensive, and they're just sitting there just poo-pooing these fucking mansions for no reason. It's like, well, I just can't see our future babies that aren't even here yet. And it's just like, oh, it just doesn't feel right. Oh, I wanted something with a swimming pool in the living room next to the fireplace. And I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I mean? Like, is it near a train? Is there any holes in the floor or roof of the apartment? Then we're good. Then we're good.
How many homeless people live in my stairwell?
Yeah.
Very important.
Dude, we need to do a spin-off
Raising
show
a
called
family.
Apartment Hunters. New York City Apartment Hunters. Just like on a budget. You know what I mean?
It's like apartment. I'll take it.
And I would
You haven't even looked in it. It's like,
And I would instead of a realtor, it is the homeless guy that lives in the building, and he's showing them. He's like, "Oh, this one's great, man."
My first job when I moved to New York City was renting apartment. Like I worked for like a shitty little like broker, like open listing, just showing the shittiest of shitty apartments. And dude, I probably shouldn't be saying this on tape, but not me, but other brokers in similar types of brokerages might, you know what I mean, do little things to financial documents to get people approved, that kind of thing. Not me ever, not the ones I work for, but just that's the type
a lot of cash deals,
dude. A lot of cash deals, and there was ones where I would have to semi break into the apartments because they wouldn't give us keys to show the apartments. They would just fucking. I got so good at carding doors that I would card doors in front of like clients. You know what I mean? And they wouldn't realize it because I would have those. You know how realtors have a bunch of keys and stuff like that, like a janitor. I would just jiggle it as I'm carding a door, going, man, this lock is sticky. And I fucking break.
I feel like everyone knew you were carding the door. You're like, I got so good at it.
They did early on.
And they're like,
are you a broker?
They did.
No, everyone is. No, I don't think you know how New York apartments. Everyone's so desperate to have one that people are like, I know I'm gonna get this apartment because I just found the right broker for me.
I once rented an apartment to a guy that had a crackhead staying in the fucking thing when I showed it, and I still rented it to him, and he still took it. It was it's one of my proudest moments as a broker. And dude, the crackhead lady was fucking great because she was trying to like sell the apartment too. You know what I mean? Like she was following us around, going, "This is a really good apartment, man. Look at this. It's got a really good view. You know what I mean? It's nice and warm in here. Look at the size of this bathroom. No, don't go in the bathroom right now, though. You know, it's just shit like that. It was. She had her clothes and underwear on the radiators and stuff. It was a whole fucking thing. It was great. But it was one of those things like he didn't have really good financial documents, and you know what I mean? Like this is a landlord we could play a little magic with.
I said it really weird. So I had trouble with I had trouble with the beginning of this, but also the ending too, because he was like, I think he wants just Reddit to everyone to come on his side because he's like, I need some advice. He goes, I would like some advice or even a damn this just sucks would really appreciate it. Like he wants people to just be on his side like, oh, I'm like, okay, I don't like this guy anymore.
I didn't like him from the beginning.
No, he sucked all the way through. He was fucking awful.
And also, like, if you're going to go that far in the past, how about sit her down and just be like, hey, do you want to talk about your past first? Maybe give her a chance to, like, say, yeah, this is a dark time in my life and blah, blah, blah.
But once you've you've gone into someone's phone, everybody has a phone.
Yeah.
I don't care. Once you've even asked me to look in my phone, it's dropped. My meter's dropped down. Like, I'm done with you.
You know what I mean? It's a massive
no matter what
trust.
you find in my phone, you know what I mean? The fact that
the fact that you want to look's an issue. It's a big fucking issue.
Like, come on.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'll look if I have like, okay, if someone won't hand me their phone, like just because I need something, like, oh, I just need to make a phone call or a text or something really quick.
That's its own kind of thing.
That's
too,
the thing.
I guess.
If they're hiding it, I know there's something up.
Right.
But
You don't want someone who seems paranoid about you going through their phone, like,
Yeah.
for no reason. You know what I mean? Like any fucking thing.
But also, also, like, at the same time, if I am going through the phone trying to find something, already my trust is broken. There's something wrong with the relationship. I don't need to go through the phone to just, like, try and prove something that,
Oh, I got a couple old comments. Joanne on YouTube, this is, I believe, a comment that dates back to when you were reading questions. She said, Darth Vader reading Reddit.
Oh, my God. It's so bad today.
I am your father.
You guys, I need my inhaler so bad, and I'm out of it, and I need to go to the
Your mother cheated on me, Luke, and I've never gotten over it. That's why I went to the dark side.
She wouldn't even ride me.
She left me for another Jedi, and I vowed to defeat all those cuckolding bastards. Let's see. Matt on YouTube says, "Who has kids in this mess?" Nobody yet. I don't think in this question. Joanna YouTube says, "Tell her she needs to up her sex game if she wants to move in." Yeah, there we go. Little bit of quid pro quo.
One thing I forgot about, so we just the thing about the pregnant girlfriend who cheated thing.
Yeah.
He sounds like he needs to be going to therapy, because that like is its own trauma in his life that he's now like projecting onto it's going to happen over and over again.
Right.
He's going to project that onto everyone else. And also, like,
I forgot about that.
There's also, like, I've seen this with men and women where it's just like people sometimes they keep dating and are attracted to a certain type of folk.
Yeah.
And he might be attracted to people that are devious, like, in their nature, and that is like, or he might be attracted to something that could be devious or just like sexual and perverse in like a healthy way, and he is now having trouble kind of what's it called, like kind of like breaking
getting
those
his
two
dick
things.
hard.
He's definitely having trouble throwing dick that a woman would like if you're just keeping on having boring sex, like as a guy, I feel like you gotta come with especially if it's early in your relationship, like come with like some sort of like
this girl's ready to move in, and you know you're having boring sex. It's come on.
Yeah.
Wait, was she ready to move in, or was he
was
ready for her to move in?
Like
both.
Well,
that's what he said.
Because I feel like he's the kind of guy that's like, why don't you move in the first week?
He feels like he's
so then she's like, oh, okay, well, this is a guy that's gonna buy me stuff.
I just don't
so
think this
keep
guy's
him
giving
on
us
the
that.
back burner.
Oh yeah,
he's a back burner dude, and
Yeah.
he's thinking it's gonna happen, and she's just not into him.
right,
like that.
right. She's more of the lady from the classic Steve Harvey joke where he's like, every woman needs 4 men, you know, and he's the rich man. And she saw a video with the dumb man, who throws dick well.
Yep.
And that is who he saw the video with. And it's, you know, even with all of Elon Musk's money, it's never going to unsee that video, you know? He could buy all the social media apps he wants. He's never going to unsee that fucking video.
I'm not asking you to recite that joke verbatim. What's the Steve Harvey joke? What's the outline
it's
of it?
every woman needs four men. One's a rich man, one's a handyman, one's a gay man, one's a dumb man. Right?
Wait. This is all like in their lifetime?
Yeah. We know at once.
No,
like
to
together.
keep around,
yeah,
like in their
together.
pocket.
Yeah, because
That's
it's
fun.
like there. His whole thing is like, well, women expect too much out of one dude.
Doesn't every woman have this?
I mean, it seems right. Yeah.
It's like well, you know,
Jeff McBride has that great joke about
like he's not going to be a fun hang and have a lot of money and be a good fuck and be really handy.
And if he does, he's fucking insane. Like you can't have all that at one time.
If he does, he's already married.
That's like the fucking Rock. And it's
Right.
That's like the Dwayne Johnson does that shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but then you got to talk to him, and he's like, it's all about championships, you know, championships of the heart, you know. Like, walking tall was my first championship.
Yeah. It's personal. It's like, so what's with the tattoo on your arm? Oh, it's a bull. I like bulls.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like, oh Christ. Well,
By the
all
way,
right.
you don't got this guy. It's okay. I'm in the Steve Harvey philosophy. I'm the dumb man. Like,
Sure.
so if the dumb man is the sex tape person, it's just, you know, it's fine. You don't have to be threatened by my kind.
See, I hate that joke because I'm the dumb man with only the charms of the rich man. So it's just sort of like, I'm a jack of no trades here.
No, you're a handy man. Look at you. Are you operating the whole?
We started late. I don't know what I'm doing here.
All right. I think it's time for final advice for this question.
Yeah. Let's do some final advice. Real quick, Joanne on YouTube says, I think he was just looking for a reason to tell her no to moving in. That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Matt on YouTube says, you have no business in my phone. Yeah, I mean,
there you go.
You know, it's just tell him that if he fucking asks. You know, you're not like bound to this man. Was it in wedding vows? And I will give you thy phone every time you ask. That's not in the Bible. Come on now. But yeah, any final advice?
My final advice is I think she's worked on herself a lot, and he hasn't worked on himself at all.
Yeah.
And she needs to find someone else.
Yeah, she needs to find someone else.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because he even said she went to therapy. I haven't read anything that he went to therapy. I think he needs to go to therapy.
Yeah.
He had a traumatic experience and he's not dealing with it. And it's like he's taking it out on other people that are innocent.
And I don't appreciate him like going through her phone and then not giving her a chance to explain. Just like,
right.
Hey, let's have a drink and just like tell me about your past.
Also,
what have you done in your past?
I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but like I'm not speaking at this like in a way of judging this fella or the woman. I'm thinking about it in
I
sense of
judge
like
both actually.
No, but I'm making a judgment call on this, but like I'm telling you because I've made similar mistakes when I was younger in both directions, like her mistakes, which is just being awesome, and then his
I slipped and fell and I fucking crushed it again. Fucking dude.
And I just like, so it's not like when
is that your final advice? I'm just not judging you.
No, I am. I think you need to leave this woman alone. But that's my final advice. But I think if you go to therapy, work out what's really going on with you, you'll be better off, and you'll find a woman as boring in bed as you are.
And state your intentions when if you're that type of person that's so focused on, like, if you go that far into looking through somebody's phone,
right?
Yeah.
State what you like and what you don't like
Yeah.
when you're out with somebody, and you'll quickly find out that this is not shack up type of person. You know, they're not in that point in their life where they want to shack up.
Right.
They just like you taking them to fucking dinner, and you go to
like,
nice,
I like you to move your hips more when we have sex.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
Take her ass to McDonald's. If she lets you hit it after taking the McDonald's, then
Right.
she's into you.
Yeah.
You know, you take her out to get an oyster, and she's like, "Hey, I got to hit this guy up that always takes me to get an oyster. Can't fuck for shit, but he's
Right.
fucking can afford Roof Chris.
Right.
Even after $37 worth of aphrodisiacs, the
I
man's still
know,
boring.
right.
Yeah, I mean, it's a rough one because I don't think my final advice is he's going to have to either somehow become a better, like get her in the mood more. Maybe try some edibles or something. Try mixing it up. It's fun to fuck while you're high or on mushrooms or something. Maybe try that. To me, it doesn't seem like this guy had a great reason for going through her phone, right?
I mean,
it was just his thing was like, oh, we're moving in together, so I want to go through your phone. To me, if I was going to ask my wife, or even if we were just dating for not that long, that I wanted to go through her phone, I better have a goddamn good reason. It better be like,
Right.
I have every reason to think you're cheating on me. It's sort of one of those things. It's like you need a warrant to search the fucking apartment. You got to get probable cause.
Right.
She did not give this man probable cause to search the phone.
Yeah.
And so
if you're searching the phone, you're ready for like a divorce. You're just giving your proof so you can give it to the judge. That's
like,
what
I
you're
have
doing.
reason to believe. I have damn good reason to believe you're fucking around. You can show me your phone right now to try to prove that you're not. If you don't, I'm gonna assume you are. Like, it better be that kind of. The DA has spent months and months whittling this case together against the mob boss, and they've got all the witnesses, and they've got all the testimony, and now we get to see the cell phone. It's he was trying to look at the cell phones as a technicality over parking tickets and shit.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, it's unnecessary. And you sound like a dick. And I'm glad you found your your woman having better sex with some other guy that's not you.
Oh my god.
You know what? I would fuck a guy better than you. You know what I mean? Like I would give better pussy to a different guy that's not you if I had one, sir. And I don't even know you, but I'm already getting that vibe off of here. I think you got to go work on yourself. You got to leave her. She deserves better than you. When honestly, maybe she doesn't though, because I don't like that she fucked her friend's boyfriend. You know what I mean? What her friend do to deserve that? I don't think she did anything.
That part is kind of
unless her friend was a real jerk. I don't think she was. So,
but is this
take that back, sir. I say stay with her because both of you suck and you deserve to ruin each other's lives.
But they might be young enough that she might have like a friend who's like, like when young people have friends that they actually don't like at all.
Yeah.
And like we're just I don't know how this started, but we keep doing this.
Frenemies?
Frenemies, yeah. So maybe it was a frenemy.
Could be a frenemy.
Which, but I don't know.
Either way.
I don't judge that part of her life.
Fair enough. I will. I think this lady is evil unless it turns out to be a frenemy situation, a justifiable frenemy situation. Yeah. So I say ask a few questions about the friend. If it is a justifiable frenemy situation, then you should break up with her because she doesn't deserve to have her life ruined by you. But if it was a good friend that she did this to, then stay with her. Because you're both evil and you deserve each other.
And Google cuckold, because that might be in his future. That might be good for him.
It actually,
this could be Bubba.
Just sit in the corner like, you don't even ride me. Like, just like crying.
This could be Bubba the Love Sponge's origin story.
Yeah.
We never know.
I don't know.
It could be one of those things.
Such a funny name. All right. Next one, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Next question on the love. I almost said the old name. On the Twisted Cupid podcast. People, if you've got questions to write in, write them to twistedcupidpodcast@gmail.com. Or even better, like and subscribe and watch us live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Let's take another one from the Wild Animals on Reddit.
All right, this question is a little bit more mature. Am I wrong for wanting someone... Excuse me.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just saying drink all the hard seltzers you want.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, you guys can
Yeah,
drink
that's
as
why
many-
we have them here, so you can just grab them.
Dry January is not going well.
But don't blame me for having to give your stupid poker chip back to that church group. Fuck them.
2 nights in a row I spent with Jake Vevera, and both nights I end up drinking because Jake is just that fun to drink with. He's a good
has
drinker.
31 days. That's all I'm saying. Like 31 days.
Fuck this month and fuck sobriety.
Right.
Next
Exactly.
question on the Twisted Cupid podcast.
And then you have to stop drinking like right after midnight. Like, come on.
Right. So
Who made this rule? Mitt Romney? Fuck him. I'm drinking all goddamn month. It's
Okay.
cold this month. Christ. Pick a warm month at least.
Am I wrong for wanting some one-on-one alone time with my new boyfriend? I recently started seeing a very good man. He's a single dad, although his 3-year-old daughter's mom lives next door to him. He has a daughter 90% of the time. He works 2 jobs, owns 2 houses, and from my understanding, he has devoted the last 3 years entirely to his daughter. So she is spoiled rotten and used to constantly having her dad's full attention. Every time we've seen each other, baby girl has been with us. I have 3 grown daughters of my own, so I'm pretty understanding about always having his daughters with him. And while I admire his decisions and dedication, this little girl is used to running the show and jumps between us. Tells him not to touch her daddy. Tells me not to touch her daddy. He allows her to stay up till all hours of the night. So when I come over, there's absolutely not even a second of actual one-on-one alone time with him. Whenever, we've only been seeing each other for a month, so I don't know, and I don't want to overstep or come off for trying to come between them.
The fuck?
But when
Who is
I
this,
be
Cruella
out of
de Vil?
line...
She wearing a Dalmatian jacket? For Christ's
When I
sake.
be out of line for gently telling him I'd really like some time alone with him. Her mother lives next door, so it's not like she can't watch her daughter for us or have one date night child free. I don't quite know how to handle this situation, and I haven't even really dated anyone with young kids because of his daughter because
You should not either.
of his daughter constantly being in the middle of us.
Sound like a stepmother from
We
hell.
haven't even gotten a kiss, but one time I really and any intimacy possible.
What the fuck?
Sorry, this sentence was really weird. Because of his daughter constantly being in the middle of us, we haven't even gotten a kiss, but one time really, and any intimacy is impossible. So they've only been together a month, and
All right,
have
I'm actually
sort of
kind of
a
on her
kiss.
side now.
I've been on the fence
I'm
back and forth,
yeah,
right? The whole
yeah, like,
story,
I
the
was
whole
back and
thing.
forth.
way against her
Now
at
she
first.
has
Yeah.
3 daughters of her own that are grown, though.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but at the
Yeah.
same time, when you have grown kids, you're over kids.
Yeah.
Right.
So anything kids do, you're like, you've
And
already
this is a 3-year-old daughter,
right.
and the mom lives next door.
Well, and not only does she have the kids, but she's like, okay, well, I know how you can get around this situation, and you don't. Like, I
Yeah.
navigated this with 3 kids.
Yeah.
You're getting fucked up by one with a mom next door. I'm way on this. I'm so sorry that I called you Cruella de Vil, madam. You are the hero of this Disney film.
Yeah, I kind of on her side too. I feel like the mom, the ex or the mom of the kid,
Yeah.
has something to do with this.
I'm also
has
against-
something to do with
I think
Uh-huh.
100%.
go over there and fuck up their date. You know what I
yes,
mean?
right.
I think
Uh-huh.
she has something to do. She lives right next door
Yeah.
for some reason.
Listen,
And,
They might be
you know,
warring.
She's using the kid for espionage purposes.
They all-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also might be like warring parents in the sense like who
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to favoritism for the kid.
Right.
Also, I want to say as a child, I mean, my mom was a widow, so it wasn't like there was an option to go next door. But the way he's parenting the 3-year-old is like it's gonna cause issues for both the 3-year-old and the father because he's like he's not giving her space to just like play in her room by herself or like I don't know. It just seems like these is
the red flag here is they've been dating a month. That's like,
Yeah,
they're-
right,
like
right.
I understand if she's frustrated that like they're more exclusive. It's been 6 months.
Right.
I don't know, like a month. You have no say. Period. Just
Yeah, you
you're
haven't
still
even figured out
scoping everything
what the-
out.
I
He also
disagree.
might not like her that much.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
There's
I'm-
something going on there
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
see, to me, I don't have kids, but to me, I feel like you shouldn't even meet this child in you're dating him for
that's an
only a month.
interesting
Right,
point.
yeah. That's a
That's
You
a
fair.
shouldn't
great
be
goddamn
knowing this
point.
kid
Yeah.
yet.
Every date
until
a
you know it's
3-year-old is there.
solidified.
I think
That's what I'm
he's
saying.
so dumb.
The more the question went on, I'm blaming this dude. I hated her at first, and I was calling her a fucking Disney villain, and I accused her of hurting puppies. I take back all of that. I take back all of that.
I think what's going on is this guy's so dumb, he doesn't even realize this girl's into him.
Right,
Like
right.
she's like, oh yeah, that's like Susie. She brings me groceries.
How long have they been divorced? Do we know that?
I
Or
don't think
Oh,
so.
yeah, the first one. or the
No,
ex?
but they have a 3-year-old daughter together.
Yeah, you're okay. The
And
point.
he owns 2 houses.
Yeah,
She definitely lives next door.
And she
So-
lives next
Yeah.
door. I'm thinking he owns his house and bought her house.
Mom
might
could
have
easily
he might-
watch
and
this
depending on how bad the divorce is, he might not have much sexual / romantic confidence right now.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's like afraid to make a move because it's like, even if a 3-year-old, I don't know, she can't literally be in the room at all times. Just like the way she's painting it, it just sounds like there's 3 people in every time they have a date.
Keep
There's a
talking. I
little
hate to
girl-
do this in the middle. I'll be
It's
right
all
back.
good. Oh,
Yeah,
I got
no.
piss too.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But that's why I'm saying, like, it's only been a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. I feel like. Sorry, that was.
Yeah.
Jake's
the
not
lens
Spider Man
next
anymore.
Yeah.
yeah. It's only like I said, you shouldn't have known this kid. Second of all, I feel like if you just recently, I don't know their marriage situation, if they're divorced or whatever like that, but if you're like a new bachelor again,
Yeah.
you think you'd be a horn dog and want to you get it when you can get it.
Depends on what the
And, like,
what the breakup is like though. Because if it's like sometimes because I remember I was in a relationship and this was like
Wait, is your microphone up?
yeah. Oh, sorry. I was in a relationship years ago, and I I was unfaithful. That is such a dumb term. I lost my God. I didn't know, but I would just
You
cheated.
were in a relationship, you fucked up because you were a jerk.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, and I feel like a bit like right after I felt like shitty and not horny. Like I felt like a pressure to be horny because I was single, but I was like, no, I feel like a piece of shit, and I don't feel like I should get
Which you
to
should
fuck.
feel like a piece of shit.
Right. So like, I don't know. Well, they cheated too, but just to clarify, it was not a healthy relationship.
Oh, yes,
It
sorry.
was no one filmed
I always call this
anything.
like
But
our-
Cat is this?
The dogs are so loud, we often forget to tell people there's also a cat. He just kind of shows up and surprises people.
Right. But I guess
So you were. It was like
Maybe-
a righteous cheating. It was like a vigilante cheating.
wait, what was?
You're cheating. You were cheating
you were
back,
seeking
right?
redemption.
No, I do have
Uh-huh.
a bit of. It's like no, you cheat like an adult. You cheat with someone that neither party cares about each other. So
There you
you're
go.
just like-
There you go.
But what was I going to say? Oh, but I just think there's probably way more going on with this guy. Amy's right. This has only been a fucking month. You don't know the situation in this man's life. There's a kid in the mix. There's a mom next door, and it's like. But I also
A dead grandma under the bed.
But
Check his crawl space.
But also he's
Is he
not,
wearing her wig? What the
he's-
fuck is this? What kind of Norman Bates shit is it?
He's also just not saying enough to clarify why this situation isn't satisfying.
And also, I don't even know
Right.
if they've had sex yet because it's like
Well, they haven't
any
kissed.
real-
That'd be
it's just-
funny if they fucked but
They
didn't
said
kiss.
they got one little kiss, but any time for actual real intimacy is impossible.
Right.
No, that's why I'm way on her side now. Joanna YouTube says 1 month, still haven't kissed. Yeah, exactly. Matt on YouTube says Family Matters already did this. Joanne says
That's a
Amy's
funny
advice
comment.
Amy is dump him. Amy's advice this whole evening is dump him. Let's see. Yeah.
Women's rights, yes. Who around the world? Girls.
Every time I think she's like,
I don't want that
she's-
responsibility.
every time I think she's being short-sighted, I remember she has 3 kids. So I'm like, oh right, so
Right.
she knows how this could go.
She knows how this
Yeah.
could go.
and she's
Very
divorced, so it's like she
Yeah.
knows that like
Well,
you
know,
know.
she never said she was divorced. She just has 3 girls.
And
Yeah,
they're
okay.
grown.
They're
Now remember,
grown.
once your kids are grown, when they get grown,
Right,
yeah.
you're on your second life.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
to go out and have
Yeah.
fun. You've raised kids.
Yeah.
You know what
Right,
I mean?
right.
So she's like, they're at 2 different places in their lives. He's
Now-
just starting out being a parent, and she's done empty nesting, want to get out. You know,
Not only is she empty nesting, she's finished the job and she's got somebody who started the job going, no, you understand. I can't do this because I have a kid. Oh, a kid to the mother of 3 who are in fucking college right now. You
Oh, I
piece of
wanna-
shit. She hates this fucking
she's
guy.
probably a single
old was
parent.
she?
He has a wife next door. Yeah,
He's
ex-wife
got-
next
yeah,
door.
ex-wife and a mother right there, and she's like, I did this all on my own. I used to have to have my kids go and play underneath bridges while I got some dick
No,
for
no
18
bridges.
years.
Well,
For
well,
18
Put
years.
headsets on.
Well, if they're her kids are her
sit
kids
in the bathtub.
I used to say earmuffs and fucking head masks. You know what I mean? And I used to just bang guys.
Oculus.
Yeah.
Wait, are
I
her
used to send
kids
them on
20?
scavenger hunt while I got some penis. It was crazy.
Wait, are her kids 20? That's what it is?
They're grown,
No,
right?
they just said they're grown.
Okay, and
Okay.
so what are these people's ages? That's why I'm
She never says. That's why.
because he has a 3-year-old. So like, it sounds like at least his wife is under whatever, like 40.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, and he also sounds like, not to use this word, but a pussy.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Because it's like, go to fucking bed. Go
Yeah.
lay down. Me and Aunt Jolene need to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe he's doing that like ratchet fucking like on his days where he's not a parent, like where he's like the kids at. He's like, I go to I like fuck those days, and then I have like nice simple dates with like
Yeah.
whatever they're like salads.
light bulb went over my head. What if he doesn't know what the fuck to do with the kid by himself? So he's just like
right.
brings the date over to help him babysit
That's what
this
I'm saying.
kid.
I don't even think he knows.
It's a free babysitter.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're actually in a relationship. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he actually hired a babysitter, and this is how you do
Uh-huh.
it.
Right.
And then he's like, I don't know why she wouldn't accept payment, but she just gave me a kiss on the cheek
Right.
when
Yeah.
she was leaving.
This guy's like, I never have to pay any childcare bills if I cock tease
He's
well
like,
enough.
I can't tell my
If I dangle the
can't-
carrot with the stick, so
I
to
can't
speak.
tell my ex-wife that I don't know how to make mac and cheese, so I have someone helping me when
Yeah.
it's my time with the kid.
Right.
I mean, a lot
That's
of women
fucking
complain
funny.
because guys have used them for sex. This woman's being used for babysitting skills.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fucking awful. That's
I
rough,
don't,
dude.
I think it's just one of those situations where she's really obsessed with him. He's just like, I don't
Yeah.
really
Let's have
know that.
the baby is the 3-year-old is the chaperone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I think this dude he's being chaperoned by a 3-year-old because he's not ready to have a relationship yet. I think this is it is a fear of dating because he's been out of the dating pool for so long, and because, as she pointed out, he could very easily get somebody to watch this kid.
Yeah.
You know, and this kid's young enough. This kid doesn't know what the fuck. You can trick a 3-year-old into leaving the room while you fuck or do whatever. I mean, at least
I mean,
long
they
as
go to
the
bed at
kid-
fucking 7.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you
You
got
put
you.
him to bed. You got the Frozen 3. I fucking got the Blu-ray.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
Right.
you just put it in, and Elsa's singing her to sleep, and you're getting
I
some
also
pussy.
think
That's
you haven't
what,
worked in enough daycare centers. You can't trick kids as easily as you think.
But I'm saying, especially with the mom next door, he could do something. There's been in a month's time. You can
That's
do
what
at
I'm saying. If
least
he
enough.
wanted the time,
If he wanted
for
the time,
a
he'd
moment,
get it.
he would.
But
yeah.
but he clearly doesn't because I think he's nervous about dating. I think he's nervous about dating. I think he wants her around, but he's using the kid as an excuse not to get too close this quick.
I don't think he knows he's even dating her. That's my final advice. I really don't. I think he thinks that he
Carol
found.
just brings roast. She
Yeah.
brings a meatloaf.
Yeah.
And this guy is sitting there. He's 27 years old. This lady's in her early 60s. And he's going, Agnes from next door. She keeps bringing food and likes to talk to the kid, but she's been really undressing me with her eyes. It's weird. I mean, I'm young enough to be her grandson, for Christ's sake.
That's funny as shit.
I don't know. Are you ready for what's it called, lightning round? Or
Oh, yeah. Let's do
do we have
lightning round.
any more final advice for this?
Any more final advice?
Yeah, I would just keep ask him what the deal is, and then if it's just a bad time for him to be in a committed relationship, just respect it. 3 is that seems like a tough age to
Yeah.
figure out what you want to do.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. My final advice would be to fuck Agnes, bud. Do it. Have sex with the old lady from next door. Make that old prehistoric pussy sing.
Yeah, see, my final advice is for the lady
Yeah.
to cougar it out and go find her a nice young dude
Yeah,
that's going to
stud.
give her a good time.
Yeah.
Stud it up.
That, don't have any kids and just wants
Yeah.
to do what she wants to do at that age. He's at that age too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So just cougar it out.
Yeah.
And don't start over.
That's a
She's
good
already
goddamn
raised these
point.
3 fucking kids.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Why,
need a
why are you
3-year-old.
messing with someone that's still working with like
deserve better.
diapers and toilet training and
Right.
bedtimes? It's like
Yeah. It's the
Temper
movie.
tantrums and
The film Stella Got Her Groove Back was not about a lady who was hanging around some dude who couldn't get a 3-year-old out of the fucking living room so he could kiss her. You know what I mean? That would not have been a very good movie.
Also, I just want to clarify something because I'm just like, there's a dog right here, but it just looks like I'm jacking you off.
every now and then
Guys, you want to see what's going on underneath the table? You got to subscribe to our premium content. That's right. Twisted Cupid, too hot for YouTube. And you get to see under the table, behind the scenes. You want to see how the sausage is made, so to speak? $9.95 a
Dude,
month.
this dog fucking rules. This dog is
Sangria
so
rocks.
cute. Yeah.
all right.
All right. Lightning round? Is that what it is?
Yes.
So the-
Last question
This
on the
podcast is
Twisted
fun
Cupid.
as shit, by
I
the way.
know.
Dude, thank you.
Aw,
You guys have been a blast,
thanks.
man. This has been a
Yeah,
great
I love it.
episode.
They lube us up with
So
hard
lightning
seltzer.
round. If you haven't figured it out, we just give final advice right off the bat.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
a
Right.
quick
Yes.
question.
Gotcha.
This one's a short one.
Last question on the Twisted Cupid podcast. We're doing it lightning round style, which means Amy will read the question. We will then answer said question and give final advice right after she reads the question. If you have questions to write in, write them to twistedcupidpodcast@gmail.com. We're going to take our last question on Twisted Cupid.
Girlfriend broke up with me, and I slept with another girl 2 days after.
Nice.
I'll keep this short. My girlfriend broke up with me. We were struggling a few months after 2 years of being together. After a couple of days of crying my eyes out and feeling sorry for myself, I jumped on Bumble and banged the first match I had. Somehow, she found my profile, conversations, plus detail info and on the bangee. She confronted me after a week of no contact. I admitted what I did and explained I would have never have done that if I thought that she was coming back to me. Am I wrong here? That's it.
No, you're fine. It's a bummer that this was found out, though. It's like
My final advice is, listen, the proof is in the pudding. You're still getting yelled at after you guys are broken up. But
better, right?
I mean, you curled up as if you were still in a relationship, okay?
Right.
Man.
He's like, okay, we broke up. I cried. I actually slept with someone else.
Right.
And somehow I'm in trouble because you did massive research on me
Yeah.
as if we were still together.
Wait, and so does
He
this
still
mean
came
this
into
means
it.
she also has a Bumble profile?
I don't know, but she found the profile,
Or she's a hacker. She's a
conversation,
Russian hacker.
detail. Listen, I don't think you know girls. Okay?
Wait,
We don't
how
need
did
to-
They're all
like a
secretly
Find
Russian
My
hackers.
phone when you do that.
Well,
Find
how
My
did she find
you know,
his
the-
profile if she didn't, or has a friend? I guess that might happen.
Yeah.
I don't get how.
You need to become a girl, and then you'll figure all this stuff out. Okay?
I don't. This seems like Zuckerberg shit. Like
Yeah.
how does she know he has a Bumble profile?
Because she still liked him. That's why she was
100%.
still.
But that's not like a
searching for him.
searchable thing, right?
She's got somehow access to his phone. She's
Yeah.
got access to his fucking.
Oh,
got
maybe
everything.
cloud
She got
access
everything.
and shit. You're
My
right.
final advice
You're
is run from crazy. And you don't have to run that far because Bumble is like the hardest fucking app. The women choose the men on that one.
Yeah.
You obviously got something going on.
That's
if you
right,
hooked
sir.
up with somebody that quick on Bumble and
Yeah.
fucked on the
Oh
first
yeah,
date.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
Bumble
that's
chooses
like
the guy. Yeah.
the woman chooses the man, and they're pretty. They're usually like more professional women, and or
That
you know what I
ain't true,
mean.
But that ain't true.
At least they play one on
With
TV.
all the whores I've had off of
All those Bumble bitches is just
Bumble is a lot of.
No, back when I was on Bumble, I had to lie and say I had a real job. It was a fucking pain in the ass. I hated it.
Yeah. No,
No, he's got it going on. If he's-
I don't know. I would just be like, I don't know, man. Stop looking this shit up. I'm
Yeah.
sad. I'm drowning myself in pussy because I'm in tears.
That's
Like,
right.
I'm sad. Like
Bumble-
I
people
died
fuck-
doing what I love.
People fuck when they're sad. It's fucking. Or I do. But
Wait, so what's your final
People
advice?
fuck when they're
I feel
sad.
like
My
I turned into
advice-
your pep talk
my
for you all of
advice
a
would
sudden.
be like, stay the fuck out of my iCloud or whatever the fuck is happening.
Right.
And also. Sorry, I don't like. I'm sorry that you saw that.
I feel like when you're saying sorry, you're not really sorry.
Yeah, he's not sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't think he should feel sorry. What did she just found it out? She's the guy from before. She's the guy. She's that fucking dude.
She's
looking-
got to fuck the
to
guy
get
from
together.
Two
She's
Questions.
looking
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a problem, but it's just different size. She's looking for a relationship. She's seeing how he's doing with it.
Yeah.
And she hoped he was striking out, and he just fucked.
doing the
within
opposite.
the first 48. They should
Right.
rename that show after this guy's dick because he's just fucking
Yeah.
immediately.
He's cranking him out of the
He's
fucking
getting
park. this
plenty
fella.
of fish quality
Yup.
poon on Bumble.
I just
like,
think
He's fishing like Ahab.
Right.
He's got the
Yeah.
spear and everything.
it's just like I don't know. We all get hung up on people that dumped us or just I don't know. Did she break up with him?
I
She
just
broke
said
up-
they broke up after
But he also was like, if I knew
my
she was
girlfriend
coming to
broke up
me-
with me. Yeah, my
Yeah.
girlfriend
Then
broke up
what
with
the
me.
fuck? She just
We were
wants her cake
struggling
and
a
eats
few
it
months
too.
after 2 years of being together.
Wow.
So
She wants to have her cake
after
and
a
eat it,
couple
too.
of
This is
days
bullshit.
of and he said he cried his eyes out, and then he hooked up with someone else to get over.
Yeah.
I personally hate this guy. Nothing pisses me off more than a sore winner. This fucking guy. This fucking guy.
Yeah.
He's out there. He's getting laid on Bumble day 2. Now, a lot of guys will like, oh, what do I do? How can I win her back? Should I message her again? And it's like, no, you got to make her think that you're doing 1,000 other things that are better than being with her. That's how you get back at women who
And most
broke your heart.
guys
That's
just
how
have to
you
pretend
make
they're
them-
actually doing that.
Yeah,
He's actually doing it.
He's actually doing it. He got caught doing it, and now he's just it's like Amy was saying. He's not in a relationship with her anymore, but he's like cowering that she found evidence. It's sir, you can't get a speeding ticket on international waters. Okay, that's right, dude. You were flying the Jolly Roger flag right now, and you're bringing in tons of booty, and still you're upset. He is sort of like he still thinks he's in jail. He's that little old man in Shawshank Redemption.
Well, he
you know what
really
I mean?
likes her.
He's just I saw a vehicle when I was a boy once. Now they're everywhere. The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry, and I'm gonna hang myself. That's him. That's him. He's gonna die like the little old man in Shawshank if he keeps this fucking shit up. He's only 22 or whatever.
Oh my god.
I think she needs to hook up with the dude from the last question, who was all in the girl phone with 40 videos.
Yeah, have
and
that boring
40
sex.
videos,
Yeah.
chick needs to get on Bumble
Yup.
and hit this dude up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Start
need a
OnlyFans with him.
Wife swap and
Yup.
just.
All right.
Imagine how many videos she'd create with this fucking guy. She better get one of them whole big old terabyte drives, something.
Oh my
The
god.
rumble on the Bumble.
And if she's listening, because she clearly is, because she follows everything he does online.
Yeah. So I hope she likes and subscribes. Do we
Right,
have
he likes you a lot, so don't. I mean, like, yeah.
do we
don't
need
torture
final
this man.
comments for
Yes.
this one?
Joanna on YouTube says, ha ha ha, yes, great point, Amy. There you go. Point for Amy.
There we go.
Man on YouTube
Door kicker.
says stalker 35 violations. He says Bumble into a paternity suit. He says until she breaks into your house. Yeah, dude, she seems a little fucking nutty. He says she is a door kicker.
By the way,
yes.
Yeah, if you got a pet bunny, put that shit away. She will go full Fatal Attraction on that thing and
won't
make
be
buddy soup with
ignored.
that thing.
she doesn't. She doesn't
right.
seem nutty though. In a like, she doesn't seem like she is nutty. She is acting nutty right now. With, like,
What are you, her defense attorney? What the
How
fuck?
many, many bad relationships have you been in? Okay.
I've only been in like 3 relationships total. But
Yeah.
He's like,
No,
listen,
he's
I've made
right.
good women do a lot of horrible things.
He's right. He's right. She's not peanut butter. She's jelly.
wait, I
jelly.
don't get that. Wait, I don't get the analogy. I don't get the analogy.
Peanut
jelly
butter's
as fuck.
nutty.
Oh,
Jelly is jelly.
That's good. That was good. I'm sorry. I'm not good at wordplay.
I think
It's my
she's,
mom's comment. She's like, what does that mean?
But I will say,
I think she's the perfect storm of nutty and jelly.
that
Jelly,
is-
you better run.
Okay, wait.
She's nutty and jelly.
I rescind that
goobers.
comment. I rescind.
Full on goobers, dude. Watch them fucking pets. Watch them pets, but
I rescind my thing. I forgot that she broke up with him. Which, yeah, that's fucking insane. That is insane.
yeah. She broke up with him and then fucking stalked him. That's the opposite, bro. Like you got
that
like
is heavy stalking,
if
too.
you got broke up with and you're kind of doing some stalking shit like that, that's one thing. I'm not saying it's healthy behavior. I'm not
Right.
saying there's a therapist like going, yeah, stalk him more. You know what I mean? Like no
good
therapist is
voice.
gonna say that. But oh yes, how does that make you feel? Are you stalking your ex? If you pay me more money, I'll tell you it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like yeah. A lot of therapists will kind of do some version of that, but ultimately they'll tell you, hey, you should get some dick somewhere and fucking get over it. Ain't no therapist alive gonna be like, oh yeah, that is a normal thing to break up with somebody and then chase after them. That's insane. That is nutty behavior.
That is scary.
That's nutty. She's nutty and jelly. She's goober. She's a fucking hurricane.
And a Bumble profile is specifically crazy because that is not a public thing.
Yeah.
You have to either have a Bumble profile,
Yup.
which means she has a burner,
Right.
or
Burner Bumble.
she's like swiping through her friend's Bumble
Yup.
forever to find this guy. Yeah, that's
Right.
fucking crazy.
You need
Never
to know
mind.
girls
You are crazy. What?
Yeah.
You need to know girls more.
What
And they could, they could
You
live
band
in.
together so quickly, you have no idea.
I know, but
They
you also
could-
tear.
How many
But
times-
They could
y'all,
live in
y'all,
My
Bumfuck.
girlfriends will be
y'all-
like,
There's
like
I
4
saw
people
him
in town.
on Bumble.
y'all will tear each other
They're
down
sitting there
too.
like,
As
hot,
soon-
not
See, you
hot,
guys?
hot, all they're gone.
My cousin.
There's
No,
more.
as soon as I don't think she was even sitting there. I bet you what happened, which always happens, because all the girls talk.
Right.
Your friends get the red flag that you guys have broken up or going through a hard time. They already know 5 steps before it actually happens.
Right.
They're swiping through their Bumble. They see that your art profile's already there.
Right.
They
Right,
tell
yeah,
the
yeah.
girlfriend. Like it's just like a whole chain reaction.
But that shouldn't bother because it's like,
No.
well, if she broke up with you, who gives a fuck about her dumb fucking friend? Like,
Yeah.
what? Like, who gives a shit? Like, all right, we're never gonna see each other if we don't want to. We'll never see each other again.
Yeah, my final advice
Unless
right
you
now
live
to
in
right now out him is, dude, whether it's bumfuck, whether it's Chelsea, I don't care where the fuck this guy lives. I don't care where she lives. He needs to get on Bumble right now, find whatever friend gave her that information, colluded with her, make 40 plus videos of you fucking her friend, and then leave that shit for her to find.
We really did see the duality of women, because right now we have the women banding together to find this guy, and then we also found the woman that fucked her best friend's boyfriend.
Out of spite.
There's just no,
Yeah.
Human beings are bad people.
Yeah. There was
They
we got the full
already
spectrum.
found the details of the girl that he fucked. Like
That's nuts too. This poor woman. She's like, what
she
the fuck?
says, detail info of the bangy. So they found her.
I hope this woman came really hard, because she is just in the middle of.
And
this
you know, there's
insane...
just one bar in bumfuck. They're gonna run into each other.
Wait, is this bumfuck?
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
You know, there's bullhorns on the fucking wall.
I don't think this is big old New York City. That's
There's old style beer signs from like 1982.
If Bumble is like 5 people,
There's still
then
an
it's
operating
okay.
cigarette machine in the fucking bar.
Fucking coin jukebox.
That's really funny.
Got fucking Rascal Flats in it. That's it.
Rascals, funny.
All Crow Medicine is playing right now in that bar.
all right.
Yeah, that's right.
Are we done? Final advice?
I think so, man. This has been an awesome fucking podcast. Thank you so much to all of our listeners, man. Until next week, we're live every single Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. This is a Twisted Cupid podcast. Like and subscribe. Definitely check us out on YouTube if you are on an audio-only platform. Give us your comments. Give us your questions. Special shout-out to everybody in the chat. Thank you to Joanne. Thank you to Matt. And thank you most of all to both of our guests. Thank you to Harrison Tweed. Thank you to Slim. Follow these guys online. Watch them live. Until next week, later.